here's the pros. Here's the things that I love about the bread route space and what you can do with it. The first and foremost is reliable income. I am an entrepreneur since the day I started, and I have never been in a business model that's more beautiful than being in the middle of two giants. Who loves, give me a fire emoji in the chat if you love to make money between two giants. I got Walmart over here, and I have Bimbo Bakeries, the #1 bakery in the world. And then it's little old me and my family making money between these two whales. Give me some fire emojis in the chat if you know what I'm talking about here. This is called reliable income, guys. Everybody needs bread. Everybody eats bread. You guys remember the pandemic? Remember how the whole world, nobody was making money? Well, let me tell you something. Me and my dad were making a lot of money, guys. Our shelves, we couldn't keep the product on the shelf. There was two things missing in every single grocery store, and that was toilet paper and bread, family. Toilet paper and bread. So if you don't, we don't have toilet paper routes yet, but we do have bread routes right now. So please understand that when it comes to reliable income, there is no position that is better than these two giants. Walmart has been around 100 years. Bimbo Bakeries has been around 100 years. These are 100-year-old companies that are doing business in the billions of dollars, and we get to facilitate that business. We get to be in the middle of that transaction and make pennies on the dollar for every dollar they're marketing and selling for us. I just don't know any other business model that allows you to make this much money in the middle of these type of giants. So that's the first thing. You're gonna make money because you're in the middle of two giants that are already making money. The second piece is you're not only in the middle of these two giants, you're in the industry that everybody partakes in. I mean, if you don't eat bread, I mean, one out of 10 people might not eat bread, guys. 1 out of 10. I don't know. Let's do it quick. There's 56 people on here. Who doesn't eat bread? I see Melanie Pellegrino said, I don't eat bread. But you know what she said? She eats English muffins, guys. I'm sorry to tell you guys, that's bread. Okay? I'm sorry to tell you guys, we sell that too. If it has flour or any type of wheat or honey stuff in there, we sell it. All right? We sell it and we make money off of every single dollar that is made through those products. So understand that whether you're eating pita bread, hamburger buns, tortillas, chips, snacks, I'm making money with every sale, guys. Independent drivers, independent owners are making money right now every time you buy something, whether it's from a grocery store, a deli, or a big box store. So the consistency of the revenue is everlasting. There's always going to be consistency there. If you know how to treat your customers right, you know how to keep that shelf stocked and full with fresh product, there's always going to be opportunity to make more money because there's always people buying more bread. All right. The next piece is established customer base, minimal marketing required. We already talked about that. You think I got to go and try to compete with Walmart's marketing? I'm not trying to compete with Walmart's marketing. They're already the biggest and the best in the world. 90% of America lives 10 minutes from a Walmart. I don't have to try to compete and recreate the wheel of marketing to sell my product. No, it's already in the biggest retail stores in the world. All I got to do is go in there and properly retail it. Make sure that I have the right relationships to get me in the front of the store, to get me in the front section so that when my sale goes on, I can get a whole pallet of bread in there and sell out. That's what we try to do when it comes to scaling and growing these opportunities. So that's on the reliable income part. You're going to be with the biggest brands in the world. You're going to have the consistency of an amazing product, which is bread. It's a consumable, guys. A consumable product means they need to buy it every single week because they consumed it. There's nothing, I don't know. FedEx is amazing because, you know, they're consuming the boxes, they're opening it, and then they order a new box. But this is so consistent that you know this person buys this white loaf every single Tuesday. That I see the same customer, the same little old lady, every single Tuesday at 7 o'clock in the morning. She's buying the same white loaf. She's been buying it for 25 years, guys. You think she's going to change it up on year 86? I don't think so. I think we're good. All right. So really understand that this is consistency at its finest. All right. Next, we're going to go into simple operations. I mean, I'm going to be honest. My dad is not the smartest guy in the toolbox. All right. I love my father. He is a genius when it comes to this bread stuff, but he didn't graduate from high school. He didn't graduate from college. He just is good with numbers and is good at retailing. He's good at placing things and understanding the numbers, understanding how to make money. So you don't need a college degree. You don't need to be somebody who's next level of, Anna Lee went to school. She got the big degrees. Us basic people over here, we just like to understand how to deliver stuff and make money. If you could deliver stuff and make money, if you could do Uber, you could do this. Okay? If you could do DoorDash, you could do this. It's that simple. Okay? So simple operations, low repair. There's very little maintenance. You buy a good truck, you're gonna have to do very basic maintenance, oil changes, brake repairs, tires, simple stuff like that. But if you got a good truck, for the most part, you shouldn't have to do any very major upgrades as far as transmission or engine. That only comes around once every 3 to 5 years, maybe, if that. Okay. So for the most part, it's very low maintenance stuff that you have to deal with. Like I said, oil changes, tires, random light bulbs, things of that nature, usually under $100 to $200 from the maintenance perspective. We do low mileage. So it's very different than FedEx, where you're doing hundreds of miles a day. On average, most routes is going to be less than 100 miles. So that means you're going out, you're doing 5 or 10 stops, and you're coming right back to your parking spot. So it's not like thousands of stops and that constant wear and tear on the vehicle. We don't have none of that. Also, larger pool of drivers allowed, as background checks are not required. So this is one of the big things that I was hearing Annalie tell me about the FedEx space. Like, you guys, basically, it sounds like your drivers have to sign up for an FBI background check at like, if they're gonna go get, access to the White House or something. We don't deal with that. Like, our guys, they can come in literally, if they have a good driver's license, they're responsible enough that we trust them in that vehicle, then we'll put them on that road and they're ready to go and make money for us. So that is such a big difference than, I got to get this guy approved through 16 different background checks. We don't have to deal with none of that. So if you guys are tired of that, maybe you had a good employee, maybe you had somebody who was a great, excellent worker, but they didn't meet these requirements from FedEx. This is the opportunity. Now you can place them over here and help them grow and blow up this other business for you. Because that's what we like to do is we like to put these valuable players, these winners, into there and just kind of let them do their own thing, So that's from that piece. Then you got no standardized safety requirements. We talked about that. So because it's your own DOT number, because it's your own business, you set the standards. So there's no FedEx big brother telling you it needs to be like this. They need to wear a helmet every time they walk in the depot. No, that doesn't matter. We make the rules as far as our business and how it works. So that gives a lot more freedom of what we can do there. And then last, we got flexible work days. Start early, but they don't necessarily need to run every day. So this is a really cool part. So when you really start to hone in on your business and understand the operations, you can actually, relocate and rearrange the way you do things, right? So for example, for some of our routes, you're supposed to go to the depot or the terminal 5 times a week, every single day. Monday, Tuesday, we're off Wednesday, but we go Friday and Saturday, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 5 days. That's the way it's supposed to go. But what we realize is, hey, we don't have to go all 5 days because we're paying these extra tolls. So we're paying $300, $400 a month in tolls. Then we were going back for no real reason because we can actually take on our truck enough for 2 days of load. So instead of going there 5 times a week, we started going only 3 times a week. So that lowered our gas costs and it lowered our tolls costs. So now we're saving more money and making more money because we're still selling the same amount of product. The only difference is instead of having 1,000 come this day and 1,000 come this day, we had 2,000 come the first day. And then we didn't have to go the second day. So simple things like that, you can rearrange and make a flexible work schedule both for you, both for your clients, and for your employee. So you want to make that nice balanced schedule for everybody to win.